here's the part of the show where you get to participate too, and it's called Palmas Workshop. Jafelin, can you recap the two types of palmas that we do in flamenco?
Bueno, vamos allá. Están dos tipos de palmas.
Two kinds.
Dos tipos. Claras o altas. ¿Okay? Y tenemos las otras que son oscuras.
Dark.
¿Cómo es el otro nombre?
Sordas.
Sorda.
Mute.
No.
Posture? Let's talk about our posture.
Ok, no puedes estar tocando, haciendo las palmas con mala postura en el cuerpo. Tienes que tener la postura
Don't have bad
derecha,
posture.
ni así, ni nada.
No slouching.
Tienes que estar derecha y los brazos y con mucho ánimo.
So I'll add to that, and you want to sit on the edge of your chair, have a straight back, and make sure that your elbows are up. And you have to pretend that you have two huge sun-kissed oranges under your armpits, so you actually hold your arms properly.
Graciously.
See.
Graciously, okay? Graciously.
So the Jerez Palmas, as we went through last week, is in sixes. We have a time signature of the 12, but actually our Palmas are in sixes.
Now.
If I count it out loud, it would be 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Español.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. No, you don't want to say that one?
Nobody says 11, 12.
Yes, you do.
Takes too long.
But if you say
I've
no,
never been to a dance
no,
class
but you say
that says
seriously.
11, 12.
11, 12.
11, 12.
No, but you say 11, 12, but you say that. You say that.
In
But
English, it's
seriously.
11. 11 is 3 syllables.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There are parts, I can show you the
That's two
parts.
syllables in Spanish.
11, 12.
So that's why they say un dos, because it's only one
3, 4, 5,
syllable.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
It's
1,
cleaner.
2.
It's cleaner,
It's cleaner,
going to one
but
syllable.
exists 11, 12. I'm telling you.
The analysis is still, why did we start on 12 and end on 10? Just learn it. 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2. 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Cierre.
Mira, pero también.
And when you close it, it has to be on 10, but
Yeah.
why do we do that? Well, it's always been like that, so we just do.
So 10. No, but also we should, when we're doing it slower, they need to know, they need to see or hear the space, right, Gary, that we don't like. This space in between.
There are natural accents, so you're
that
going
it
to
has sounds also. Okay, so we're going to analyze that. Okay, so you have a golpe on the 12. 1 is medium, 2 is soft, 3 is the most accent, Yeah.
and 4 and 5 is less. And this
Yeah.
is how your guitarist doesn't get mad at you.
So,
Guitarists get mad about bad palmas all the time.
So-
So we're doing bang, 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 da, da, bang, da, bang, da, bang. Your guitarist will like you if you accent a little bit the 3 and the 9.
Hey.
Yes. You're not fired.
Hey.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yes.
You don't want to get the evil eye from your guitarist, so please make the accent. So that is the basic Jerez soniquete, but one that I haven't mentioned yet is something we call the Jerez Waltz.
Yeah.
We also are able to go into a pattern that kind of sounds like threes. So to an average person listening to that, you're probably counting to yourself 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and you wouldn't be wrong, except for it's actually 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So sometimes in the music we go into this pattern.
Yeah.
Do you want to? So now Gary has a different toque there.
Tengo en mi casa un almendro que tengo en mi casita un almendro. Tengo en mi casa un almendro, tuerque sale, tuerque entra, armonita sigue comiendo. Tuerce sale, tuerque entra, armonita sigue comiendo. Dime niña hermosa, y este corta el pelo. De lo corto un estudiante, de lo rizo un artillero, en la artillería, con gracia y salero, en la artillería, con gracia y salero.
So we started out talking about the
Nice.
Jerez Waltz, and then she ends up singing Bulerias de Letra. And it's like, okay, now we're mixing up cities. The first letra you're singing is from
No,
Jerez de la
pero-
Frontera, right?
Yeah.
And then the second one is actually, as a technicality, Bulerias de Letra.
Yeah.
Is it the same
They would
toque
sing-
for guitar?
Yeah,
Is it
they would sing that in Jerez a lot too.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But the style of guitar you're playing a little bit differently now, right?
I'm not playing differently for those two that she sang. I'm playing the same for those
But the
two.
strumming is different than before.
Then for the other kind of Buleria, yeah.
Yeah, we could
Or
do
straight
this
Buleria.
one.
Can you sing the same letra but do it the other style where we're doing this one? Can you do that? Sing first letra.
Tengo en mi casa un almendro que tengo en mi casita un almendro. Tengo en mi casa un almendro, tuerque sale y tuerque entra, almendrita sigue comiendo. Tuerque sale y tuerque entra, almendrita sigue comiendo.
Hold on.
Otra.
Change the tono.
Second letra.
Sí, no,
Utrera, utrera.
No. So what we're doing right now is we're arguing like we usually do. But Jafelin's singing a very specific letra from Jerez, but depending on how Gary plays it, it totally
Hi.
changes the whole thing for the dancer. It makes a big difference to the dance if they're playing
Sí, sí, sí. I know
Jerez
how
Waltz
you want,
versus regular Buleria, right?
So you want the same letra but higher tone, right?
Yeah, so we're analyzing the same letra, but we have a different tone, right?
Tengo en mi casa un almendro. Tengo en mi casa un almendro. Al tuerque sale y tuerque entra, almendrita sigue comiendo. Tuerque sale y tuerque entra, almendrita sigue comiendo.
same letra, but to the dancer, there's a big difference between the first tone and the second. What's that letra about?
It talks about I have in my house almonds,
Almond tree.
tree, and everybody that gets in and out come out with the almonds. Eating almonds.
All right.
Basically, I think they always have. It's something that was sang a lot by Pepa de Utrera. Pepa de Utrera, not too much, but Pepa de Benito and Inés Bacán, still alive. They sing a lot of that letra.
As a musician, it's very interesting to note that you can sing the same letra, poetry, but you can have actually 3 different tones to it. So how I analyze it is there's like a low tone, a medium tone, a high tone, and just now with this one letra, you sang the low and the high. Can we slow it down just a little bit for the people? Let's do it again, and let's do not Niña Hermosa, because that is Utrera, the first one. As a classical musician, the first way of singing that is actually the low, because you're singing on the tonic for like a whole bar. And then she takes it up a whole octave higher for the second version of that. So that, for the dancer, is más valiente, which means it has more power, more courage, more fight to it, right?
Exactly.
As a dancer and power monger, I always prefer the higher, please. But it also depends on what context it is. If that's the first letra calling on the dancer, then you're probably singing the low one.
Yeah.
And then if you're singing for somebody who's already into the baile, you're probably singing the second one, right?
It's interesting because then you're looking for the high one to show up your courage with your leg, with your footwork, your remate.
Well, it's more energy. It represents more energy.
The other one represents more, maybe not necessarily, but I don't know, what would you think about if we analyze more, más graceful? It's más sentado and grace, more graceful, because you have the moment to to show off in a different way your remates with your cuerpo, con tu cuerpo.
Yeah, so this letra, to my ear, it is totally in the realm of traditional. It follows the same poetic structure as I presented earlier on in the episode, A, B, B. The only really difference being you left a break after the first line, which is really like singing. The dancer or the singer introduces themselves and the dancer answers back. So if a singer leaves you a break in the second bar, you have a chance to do a remate there.
Yeah, totally.
Right? So, but otherwise, it's like AABB structure, very, very clear.
You see, I picture, I don't know, it's so very funny. You see, tengo en mi casa un almendro que tengo mi casita un almendro.
Oh, this version you sang two bars.
Bum, bum, bum.
it. You changed it for that different palma.
I did, oh my lord.
Yeah, you did. Wait, let's analyze that for 2 seconds. See?
Tengo en mi casa un almendro que tengo en mi casita un almendro.
Extended by a bar. Word.
Tengo en mi casa un almendro porque sale y porque entra. Almendrita sigue comiendo porque sale y porque entra. Y almendrita sigue comiendo.
Singers, they don't even know they're doing it, right? Like, it's so perfect that this is happening because, you know, you could have prepared your choreography and you're on stage in front of like 50 other people and like, you might get an extra line, right?
Yeah.
You don't even think about that, right?
No, sometimes no.
Yeah, but as soon as we go to this palmas, we shortened it. See, it's true. Do it again. Do the Tennessee version. One liner. Yeah, see, A, B, B, perfect. Cut and dried for the dancer, we're good. And then if we go to the other style, maybe we get a little bit longer, right?
Yeah.
That's okay, that's called flamenco, you know. It's an art, not a science.
Yeah.
Is that Letra from Barrio de Santiago or San Miguel?
Santiago.